Alright, so a few videos back, baby brother Brian threw me under the bus for leaving some trash in the 1038 cab. So Dad and I got the 8400 in here to do some hydraulic repair. I just want to point out, Brian has a whole lot more seat time than I do in this tractor. So we got an FBN thermos, some miscellaneous paperwork, I'm not sure what else down there, water bottle, wrappers. Obviously, Brian can't read. Books on tape, or CD even. A couple weeks back we were using a scraper blade with this tractor and just kept leaking out hydraulic fluid. See what we can do about that today. Got a little bit of a rain out. So. Alright, so we're going to change the seals in these selective control valves. We learned a new term this morning.
Good morning, folks. Welcome back to Brian's Farming Videos. Well, we did get a slightly unexpected 3/10 of rain. There was a slight chance of rain when we quit last night, but not much. Good news is it's warm, sun's out. We'll probably be able to plant late this evening. I think this morning my brother and father are working on the 8400. If you remember back a couple videos ago, we sprung a leak in it. So I'm gonna walk out here and see how these guys are doing. Been working on some paperwork this morning, so I'm just getting out to the shop. I can hear the working words from here. I assume that means it's going well. What'd you drop?
Drop my balls. Where?
Dang, who cleaned the 8400?
Well, we know it wasn't you.
Yeah, it wasn't you.
I'm the last one that cleaned it.
No, you ain't.
Well, before today. So brother BJ is attempting to put O-rings in the CV remotes because 3 of the 5 are leaking, so that's not good.
Maybe by the time we're done, all 5 will be leaking. Wasn't on the YouTube
Hey,
video
what
we watched.
no.
We couldn't even look them up in a parts diagram without knowing that.
Did you guys watch a YouTube video on how to do this?
No, we're filming one on how to do this.
Oh.
Lonely Farmer.
One lonely
Shout
farmer.
out, dude.
Yeah.
One lonely farmer.
He showed us how to do all this. O-rings already in there.
Got the ring in.
They're usually on the same page, but they don't know how to say the same
In
thing.
there. Look.
So they argue about who's right, but they're both saying the same thing. It's like watching monkeys use tools for the first time.
That's one I already played, but it had the Teflon thing in it too. But
I would say they
Like,
don't.
you
They
put
don't
that
fall
grease in-
in. They fall out.
So you're putting that grease in there to kind of hold them in there,
Yeah,
a little
just
tacky.
to-
Now, did you learn this working on lawnmowers?
I did actually.
Oh.
I told him how to do it.
Oh.
Clean hat.
Oh, looky there.
I got one of someplace.
My thunder hat was dirty.
Thunder chicken hat got a little dirty.
Now you see what happened.
Thunder
there?
juice.
The grease all popped through.
Well, after a couple sermons, a lot of working words,
Praise the Lord.
we got the Teflon, or BJ got the Teflon O-ring in there. Hey, now you only got to do it 9 more times. All right, on the other side of the SVS or SCV, whatever, the remote,
control valve.
whatever, on the other side of this remote, this is what we were trying to put in on this one that's complete now, is that Teflon O-ring. We've got to pull that out. We're replacing it and the O-ring underneath of it. And he's past the point of no return, because now it is.
Yeah, that was definitely bad now.
Yeah. And we're going to get biblical again. Now, actually, Dad just went to go get more O-rings, so this might go pretty smooth now.
What are you saying, Brian? That one only took like 30 seconds to put in.
It's because it's lunchtime.
It's guaranteed it's going to leak.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a guarantee that was busted.
All right, while we're waiting on Dad to get back with the rest of the O-rings, we came over here to the grain bin. We're going to take the boot out of the leg, and then we are going to transfer some grain around. We are trying to hold on to as much grain as we can for as long as we can, due to the fact that the market prices. So we're going to transfer grain out of this bin, put it into this bin, just make sure it's keeping. Do the same with the far bin, back into this bin, and then put some of this corn back into this bin. Just kind of juggling stuff around, making sure there's a little bit of movement, make sure we don't have any hot spots. I know one thing, this bin is way easier to change, or this leg is way easier to clean the boots out on than the other one.
Hey, good news though. I haven't done this at harnesses yet, so the other grain bin.
Oh, they're nice and smelly. Perfect. Got a little bit of corn mash. Almost stood up.
We really should have done this like 2 months ago, but procrastination is king.
Well, when we left here, I thought we were coming back. Augers are still plugged. But then we got busy. All right, that's cleaned out. All right, right now, BJ is moving the consigner or distributor, whatever you want to call it, basically way up there. There is a little pulley system that will rotate the head of the leg to whatever pipe we want grain to go down. Right now, we're going to put grain into number 3. Number 3 is low enough that we can get in that bin, so we will run some out of this bin into number 3, then we will get a moisture sample. This pedal here, this is how we adjust this. Basically, up there on top, there is a pipe that sits down on a hole to these down pipes, so you push this, you're picking that pipe up, and then you turn this pulley system to whatever bin you want to go to, and hope you got the right one, or you can make a mess. Hey BJ, you want to go to the top?
Maybe.
All right, let's go over this again. We're going out of this bin, so we got to turn on this auger, which is going to dump into the number 1 jump auger. Number 1 jump auger is going to dump into the leg, go 100 feet up in the air, and go down to downspout number 3. Piece of cake. I could go for some cake. Turn on leg first, number 1 jump. All right, I think everything's working. My brother's going to take me back over to my truck. He's going to come back over here to transfer some grain. I've actually got to go transfer a lawnmower for a fellow. Brother-in-law Steve, happy birthday. For his birthday, I'm hauling his lawnmower. Good brother-in-law. What you got?
14-1.
All right, just got back delivering the lawnmower. It's I think it might be dry enough to try planting, so I think we are going to try that this evening. It is 5 o'clock. There's 3 fields for a grand total of 50 acres right across the road. I think I'm going to go try those. Looks like BJ's hard at it again. Lollygagging around with his O-rings, dropping his balls again. All right, before we head over there, I'm gonna back that thing out and fill it up. It is a little crowded around here. Usually I would do this right here, but there's a tanker in the way. All right, we got her. Out of gas, but this time we're prepared. All right, heading to the field. Got pizza rolls for dinner. It doesn't get much better than that, folks. All right, this field we're going to, it's an 8-acre little field. It's got a stream all the way around it, so it's kind of a little island. BJ tried his best to get the Challenger stuck here last fall, so see what happens. I don't think we'll get stuck. I just think we're gonna get a little muddy. If we go to the other side of this little stream, we will definitely get stuck. Ah, nothing to it. All right, surprise, surprise. We made 3 rounds and now we're dragging up again. This is really getting old. If anybody has any idea how to fix this, please let me know. See if this works. It still doesn't turn the smoothest. That bearing doesn't feel out, doesn't have any wobble to it. I bet we plug up soon, and I don't have any more openers with me. Yeah, all right, on to the next field, which is right there. Ideal planting conditions. There's a turtle. Perfect. All right, here's our little field tile project from the other day. It never did dry out, unfortunately. We got that lean. Farming on a hill. A little tacky. That wheel might be skidding and not rolling. But we made it through, and it doesn't sound like we plugged. I guess we can turn the AC down. Freezing the windows. Well, we're like 3 acres short from finishing this field. The tender's completely empty. So BJ's gonna go check and see if we got any bags of soybeans out the barn, but I don't think we do. All right, that day we don't have any bags and we need to move a seed auger, so it's kind of late. I'm just gonna go ahead and park this thing for this evening, and if it doesn't rain, we'll come back here. We got like 2 acres here. This is the only field that we had today that was dry enough. I need another day like tomorrow to really be able to get it back into the fields that we need to finish. Everything else is really kind of wet, so fold this thing up, head back to the shed. This whole not wanting to fold thing's really getting old. I guess now we're gonna crack this line and see if that helps any. I don't know what to do. Leave the darn thing here for all I care. Trying to remain calm and not bash this planter, but this is really annoying. Hopefully this helps us. If not, we're pulling these bolts out, taking that mechanism out, and then folding it. All right, apparently I just need to crack that line every time. That seemed to have got the pressure off of it. Seems to me like there was just too much pressure on that pin for it to release. But now we're in business. Well, that's a wrap for tonight, so we'll just have to see how this weather hits and if we get a plant tomorrow. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. I did forget to mention in the beginning, this was filmed on Thursday, so it is 5 days behind. But hey, stay tuned. We got some pretty cool, exciting stuff happening. Plant 2020 is coming to an end. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't.